Welcome to Jimmy Bowen and Friends. Each week's episode features Jimmy Bowen and a special guest like Paul Overstreet, Andy Griggs, Jenny Tolman, and more. Today's guest is Jim Lauderdale. Now, here's Jimmy Bowen.
Singing a song. Don't you know this is where I belong? It's a feeling that I don't want to tame when the highway calls my name. Thunder rolling on into the dawn like a hurricane moving on. Wind is howling like an alley cat. I'll be out of here in no time flat. I'm just a keeper when the highway calls my name. Highway, you're in my soul. Highway, I'm ready to roll. On by, I pushed the pedal and I'm flying high. When I was born to run, counting it down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I gotta go where there's no one to blame when the highway calls my name. Highway, you're in my soul. Highway,
Well, thank you. Welcome to the show. We have got a guest tonight that I am so excited about having on the show. He is a fabulous singer-songwriter, and when he sings country, by George, he sings country. And I love this gentleman. I've loved him for years. Mr. Jim Lauderdale is with us tonight. We're going to have a blast with Jim. You guys stick around. We'll be back right after these messages.
There's more Jimmy Bowen and Friends coming up right after this.
Award-winning Americana Bluegrass Red Dirt country artist Jimmy Bowen has been creating music and entertaining for over 4 decades. Jimmy has shared the stage with music greats like William Lee Golden, Linda Davis, Jimmy Fortune, Rhonda Vincent, and more. Jimmy's latest single, Highway, is available through all streaming platforms and digital outlets. For updates on music, upcoming tour dates, and merchandise, head on over to jimmybowen.com.
Welcome back to Jimmy Bowen and Friends.
And welcome to the show. We have a very special guest tonight. This gentleman I've known for the last few years and got to meet him back at an IBMA, International Bluegrass Music Association, there in Owensboro, Kentucky. He was actually doing some work with Dr. Ralph Stanley. And this gentleman is an amazing writer, composer. His story is unbelievable. Please make welcome Mr. Jim Lauderdale. Jim, thank you. I am so excited you got to come here and be with us tonight and tell us your story. I am so amazed. I know a little bit about your background, And I know after all the Grammys, 36 albums, and all the songs that you have written and multiple country music superstars have recorded, did you ever think that Jim Lauderdale, a pastor's son, would ever be where you are?
I didn't, Jimmy. I started playing the banjo when I was a teenager and wanted to be a bluegrass banjo player, and the rest just went from there. I've been very lucky.
Yeah. Your experience with the great Del McCoury, another fabulous bluegrass artist.
I have worked with Del a lot at shows, but for my most recent record is a bluegrass album with the Po Ramblin Boys. And so the title track, It's a Long and Lonesome Letting Go, some of the guys said, hey, this Del would sound great on this. And I asked my co-writer, Bob Minner, and he thought that was a good idea too. And so luckily, Del was able to come in, and he just nailed it. Yeah.
He nails us. He nails it. He's a great singer.
He sure is.
And he hasn't lost it in all these
Not
years.
at all.
He just nails it to the wall.
Yeah.
Tell us about the song that you wrote, My Favorite Place.
Okay, now that is, I've got a country album coming out soon, and that is going to be the title track. And I love country shuffles, and so when I kind of, will space them out, I don't put them on every record, and I thought, well, it's time for me to do a country shuffle, so that's how that came out.
Well, that's good. So, are you going to do that tonight?
I wasn't planning on it, but these guys and I, what a great band this is, by the way. And we seem to have this telepathic thing. I mean, let's just go to the key of D, and let's just do a shuffle and see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, Mr. Jim Lauderdale.
That has ever been. You're the part I always want to watch again. Memorizing all the lines I'll say till then. My heart is wide open every time I see your face. Anytime I'm there with you, it's always my favorite place. Words that can't do justice want to be explained. Let the meaning breathe and be a living thing. Set them free and let them leave and live their dreams. They're beyond anything you've ever seen. My heart is wide open everywhere I see your face. Anytime I'm there with you, it's always my favorite place.
Don't go away. Jimmy Bowen and friends will be right back.
Award-winning Americana Bluegrass Red Dirt country artist Jimmy Bowen has been creating music and entertaining for over 4 decades. Jimmy has shared the stage with music greats like William Lee Golden, Linda Davis, Jimmy Fortune, Rhonda Vincent, and more. Jimmy's latest single, Highway, is available through all streaming platforms and digital outlets. For updates on music, upcoming tour dates, and merchandise, head on over to jimmybowen.com.
Welcome back to Jimmy Bowen and Friends.
Jim, that was awesome.
Thank you.
I love your style. It's so soulful and just matter of fact. You tell
thanks
it
a
like
lot.
it is. And I think that's so cool in a vocalist.
Well, we're 2 Carolina boys.
That's
so,
right.
you know.
That's right. It
Yeah.
comes natural, don't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe. Tell us about working with the Po Ramblin Boys.
Well, I had heard about them, and they were at Merle Fest a few years back. Merle Fest has been and that is in Wilkesboro, North Carolina, and but a bunch of good things have happened to me because of Merle Fest, and that's just one more. They invited me to sit in, and we just hit it off so well, and after doing a few gigs together, we said, let's do an album. Yeah. So I'm glad that all worked out.
Did you write a lot of their music for that album? Or
I co-wrote everything, and as a matter of fact, 6 of the songs I co-wrote with the guitar player, Josh Wrinkle, and I think they are going to be on the show, and I think they're going to do that song. Okay. Yeah.
Well, that'd be great to hear that.
Yeah.
That'd be great. I'm a lucky loser.
That's right.
Is 100% writer for you, or did
Yes.
you co-write that with
Yeah,
you?
I wrote it alone. I was in Australia doing a tour a few years back, and as I was heading to the club, sometimes before a gig, I feel like I need to write something new for the band, and so I'd got about half of it done, and then I finished the rest of it here in town.
And you're going to do that right now?
Yeah.
All right, let's get you ready to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Jim Lauderdale.
Thank you, Jimmy.
I'm a lucky loser. It's good that I don't win. I'm a bad luck chooser. Shows from way back when. I'm used to the misfortune. Won't have what I won't miss. I know where I'm not going, and I haven't got there yet. Time is my confuser, fitting with my plans. I'm a lucky loser, and here I go again. It's far from over, but I'll be doing fine. I'll blend right in with trouble. I've had my share of mine. I'm a lucky loser. It's good that I don't win. I'm a bad luck chooser. Shows from way back when. Look into the future. I know what's happening then. I'm a lucky loser, and here I go again. Oh, I'm a lucky loser, and here I go again.
We'll We'll be back with more Jimmy Bowen and Friends in just a moment.
Award-winning Americana bluegrass red dirt country artist Jimmy Bowen has been creating music and entertaining for over 4 decades. Jimmy has shared the stage with music greats like William Lee Golden, Linda Davis, Jimmy Fortune, Rhonda Vincent, and more. Jimmy's latest single, Highway, is available through all streaming platforms and digital outlets. For updates on music, upcoming tour dates, and merchandise, head on over to jimmybowen.com.
Welcome back to Jimmy Bowen and Friends.
Well, welcome back. What'd you think of Jim Lauderdale? Man, he's got a story and the hits he's written. Man, he's awesome. I love Jim and so glad that he could spend some time with us this evening and share his talents with us. I want to do something a little different here. I want to introduce these guys behind us. I am so honored and privileged to have these guys. Their resumes alone are crazy long. Over here on the drums, we have a gentleman who's been with Earl Thomas Conley. He's been with the Bama Band. He's just, the record goes on, does session work and everything. Mr. Steve Cummings on the drums. Gentleman here on the fiddle, he is Oklahoma boy. And spent his time with Joe Diffie and Maury Morgan. And multiple acts. His studio, he does session work, he plays bluegrass, he utility guy, banjo, guitar, man, the gentleman can play anything he puts his hands on. If you would make welcome Mr. Craig Fletcher. Gentleman back here on the bass has came along and offered his service to us. We lost our bass player this year, and Sonny came on and wanted to come help us out, and his resume is amazing. Also, fabulous Nashville writer, has written a lot of hits for a lot of country artists. Founding member of the great band Exile. They are celebrating 60 years. Is it 61 years this year as Exile. Please make welcome Mr. Sonny Lemaire on the bass. Gentleman back behind me on the guitar here is, he's the most laid-back individual I think I've ever met. And always loved his playing, and he was with Earl Thomas Conley for many, many years, and also a lot of other great acts. And as you see tonight, his playing ability is just absolutely amazing. And if you would make welcome Mr. Dan Droback on the guitar. The next gentleman here is also, he's one of my musical heroes too. He's a great player, electric player, acoustic player, vocalist. He's been with Earl Thomas Conley. Your resume goes long too. Was the lead singer with the Pure Prairie League for a few years, and great guy to be with. And I'm honored to have him in the band and be with us. Mr. Donnie Clark on the guitar. Gentleman on the back, on the steel there. This gentleman here I met on an album that we did several years ago, and my first recording experience with him. And he is probably the most sought-out steel player in Nashville to do session work. He was with Randy Travis for 22 years, a long time. And he's still there. Does some things with William Lee Golden, the Goldens, and it's just a fabulous player. If you would make welcome Mr. Steve Henson on steel. Next gentleman here on the right here is kind of his first experience with us, and wonderful guy, fun guy to be around. We've had a blast for the last few weeks rehearsing for the shows, and thank you for being a part of it. This gentleman's got a resume that's a mile long also, and was with Marty Stewart for years, and with William Lee Golden now, and he does session work and vocalist, and his resume is from here to yonder also. If you would make welcome Mr. Larry Mars. Give these guys a big hand. They're wonderful. I appreciate you guys. We're going to end the song here with the show here with a song that I recorded on a Americana album, and it's about a train. We're going to say goodnight to you guys, and we appreciate you being here and everybody watching us from out there in the TV world and cyber world. So we do appreciate you so much, and we're going to say goodnight, and we will catch you on the next show.
Ain't no sorrow in my soul. My heart is a lump of coal. I departed this morning, I was gone before she woke. All I left behind me was a long trail of smoke. I'm a train, and I'll lead the way I came, rolling through the rain, bound for nowhere. I'm at high lonesome sound, I'm at rumble underground. I'm long gone from this town, I'm a train. Well, I was made of flesh and blood. I've lived and breathed and dreamed and loved. I became this cold machine. The night love nearly derailed me. Now I'm moving forward, I'm staying on this track. I don't stop for long, I ain't looking back. I'm a train, and I'll lead the way I came, rolling through the rain, bound for nowhere. I'm at high lonesome sound, I'm at rumble underground, and I'm long gone from this town. I'm a train. Train, and I'll lead the way I came, rolling through the rain, bound for nowhere. I'm at high lonesome sound, I'm at rumble underground, and I'm long gone from this town.